Before she was Norma Desmond, Gloria Swanson really was big, bigger than the pictures even. Her presence and celebrity outshines the status of the film she stars in. It doesn't matter that the picture was about this, that, or some other, but that it starred Swanson. Why am I focusing in on 1924's Manhandled today? Why it was helmed by dear FOTD friend Allan Dwan. Now, one might recall I discussed several Dwan films on this program before deciding that I had explored quite enough of his works, his most interesting films, and that it was rather time to move forward, although I realised that I didn't focus all that much really on Dwan's silent films, his main era of commercial and cultural significance, a time he would have plausibly described as his finest as a film director, when he was most in his element. And so I figured to promote one of his signature women-led, popularly renowned Swanson starring classics. However, most of Dwan's silent work appears to be lost or just unavailable to access very easily. 1924's Manhandled I have been able to view, which has been an overall blessing, I'd certainly say. It is worth witnessing how, and if one is able, why Dwan and Swanson were able to mystify the public so, observing the evident appeal of the working class or adjacent, wholesome, sparky delight Tessie Maguire attempts to navigate the rather silly world of 1920s New York socialite posturing. As much cheerful comedy, socially sharp yet playful dramatic undertaking, Manhandled, it's an idealized, empowering dream for the cinema's masses, a validation of willful authenticity and self-satisfaction in the wake of pressure from the show-off, superficial social racket of the wealthier, greedier societal echelons. A charming romance, an amusing gallivant, a championing of the sincerely passionate in lieu of the living for appearances shells. Let's read out some of the older IMDb reviews listed here. David 240 on the 29th of May 1999 gives it 6 out of 10. It's a disappointing comedy with glowing Swanson performance. Not much plot here as Gloria, the shop girl, attempts to enter high society only to discover that high society men want only one thing. Swanson's performance is the only remarkable thing about this ordinary morality tale. She shines, especially in the justifiably renowned subway scene, where she is manhandled in a very different way, and when she impersonates a Russian countess. Gloria learnt more when with Max Sennett than she may have thought. Her comic abilities are very strong. My comments here are based on a viewing very poor print with a terrible music score from Nostalgia Family Video. It only ran 50 minutes, so I suspect it was cut, but there are better prints around. Then from Chris James, the 8th of March 2001, Gloria nearly falls prey to society men. I just saw this film at the Silent Movie Theatre in LA. The print was original from 1924 and in remarkable shape. The music was live organ played by a man who has been accompanying silence for more than 70 years. It was fantastic. Not only does Gloria Swanson really shine, but Allan Dwan makes a hilarious picture out of a paper-thin plot. Absolutely. Every character is shown to the fullest. Each moment is packed with nuance, usually by Swanson, but also for the other characters. You can't help but feel the director at work there, sculpting each scene until it plays just so. A laugh a minute, but also so human. Terrific. From Abe Levy. From Srider-1, the 19th of May 2005, Swanson shows what it takes to be a star, giving it 8 out of 10. As one of you noted, the high spots are not evenly dispersed within the film. Also, my copy is also abridged, which probably accounts for the lack of transitions between many scenes. However, the seller seems to have had access to a fairly clear print. For me, the subway scene by itself was worth buying the tape. Swanson had a real gift for comedy, as seen in her varied expressions as she is shoved, loses her hat, and has to edge her way both onto and out of the subway car. Undoubtedly, the director deliberately chose tall, burly men for the scene, since they contrast so sharply with Swanson's diminutive stature. I happened to have viewed this film only a couple of weeks after having seen Sadie Thompson, Ice Barrel Ross's great film. In my review of that film, I noted that she managed to infuse even the shady character of Sadie with some humour. The plot of Manhandled is, of course, much weaker, and it is difficult to remember any of the other performances. Swanson was a true star, one who could shine even in the midst of a mediocre plot, as she does here. If we think of Betty Davis eyes, it's a great song, Kim Carnes. We can also think of the Gloria Swanson facial expression that she could vary to meet a diversity of emotions. As one who knew her first from Sunset Boulevard, I think we all do at this point now. It is interesting to note in her silent films the anticipation of her performance there with its wide range of emotions required from the star. When Norma Desmond laments the loss of faces in sound film, Swanson must ruefully have her own experience in mind. Without her, the sale plot of Manhandled would have gone the way of Bull B flicks. That's what a star does. That's a fantastic write-up there. I want to mention, in the story of Hollywood, the great Kevin Brownlow documentary miniseries from 1980. Absolutely phenomenal. I've made a video on it. Go check it out. I believe it's on YouTube still. I think it's Dwan or Swanson. They tell a story about how Dwan instructed Swanson to go spend some time in a New York subway in order to prepare for Manhandled and that iconic subway moment. And I think it went down, according to Swanson or Dwan. I can't remember who relays the tale. It went down a little bit, I think, like what we see. Anyway, that's Manhandled 1924 for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video and this write-up and recording of it. In any case, I hope everyone is well. Have a fantastic day, night, wherever you are. It's raining quite moderately over here in Sydney right now. But hey, it might clear up soon. Have a great one all. Thanks.